2K18 right now. So, oh my god, look at the graphics of this. Adam, look at this.
I can't see you.
I'm in a party. I'm in my own private party right now.
I'm not in the private party.
Are you in some sort of party right now? I mean,
No.
alright, I don't think I've actually jumped in a party with my sister Fate last night. I mean, I haven't told her I got NBA 2K18. But I am going to have this game for a long term since it's replacing, what do you call it? Wait a minute. Oh, going back in. But yeah, but do you think that's a better idea, Adam? That I don't have to hear from Michael Sanchez?
Yeah.
His ass stinks right now, you know? Disrespected me not once but twice. Yeah, he disrespected me like there's no other terminology, you know? And I didn't forget what he did to me. I didn't forget. I still remember.
You said everybody does know.
Everybody, that's enough.
Hello.
He already told me, Adam. My ears are damaged enough.
I overly told you. Oh, this is Connor's Reach song. Listen, I don't want to say it's a good song.
I just hope I don't get copyrighted for that.
He is. Can you hear this?
A little bit. Okay, here we go. What I'm gonna do. Oh my god.
That's a good song.
Well, it is. Remember, this is a game that became a wild card.
The roots for Connor.
Mm-hmm. Of course it is. But this game, Adam, this game, NBA 2K18, from what I understand, is, you know, I would have considered this game a little bit better than the NBA Live games that I've played, that I've had, but I still have them. But I don't think I'll go back to them. Um,
Oh, I'll listen to this. He got something to say to Connor. You ready?
Go ahead, suit.
Hockey time, man? Where am I? Holy ass crackers!
You have to mention that now. Well, yeah, that's a good deal. Setup mode. Well, I think it has to be 9 and 10 minutes. There you go. Um, but yeah, I will be streaming this game a whole lot. Maybe a whole lot today. I mean, here are the games: Undertale, NBA 2K18, and Final Fantasy 9. I'm trying to get. I'm trying to renew that contract for Final Fantasy 9 right now. Soon enough. Soon enough by today. So, that'll be okay. That'll be okay soon enough. Um. But meanwhile, it's still good. It's all good and correctly. You know? Yeah, what's wrong? Wow. Hmm. But I do know one thing, I'm gonna be a good team right now. It won't be the Warriors, it's going to be the Spurs this time. I'm sorry. Randy Lucas. Strong morale complex. Expects his franchise to be something that's special, as we speak. Alright, Western Conference Finals, May 17th. Talks about the MRI results back in 82nd by trainer Bradley Jones. I can't bend it. Something is not right here. I've never felt this level of pain. He just landed awkwardly. The knee is swelling as can be expected. We'll know more shortly. How can this happen to me? How can this happen tonight in the playoffs? I was feeling, what did I have? 30 points? You're up 36. Don't worry about that right now. Just focus on your breathing. What if, Bradley, I got the MRI results. Mind you, everything I'm about to say is early, but our intestinal diagnosis is a full tear of the anterior corrugate ligament and partial tears of the posterior corrugate ligament and collateral cortex ligament. What does that mean? My ACL is torn? I've never even heard of those other ligaments. It is very unusual to suffer injuries to these ligaments, and the same knee simultaneously. The collateral cortex ligament in particular is generally only injured due to a direct blow to the inside of the knee, which pushes it sideways when the knee gets. Thank you, James. We get the idea. Let's focus on making that comfortable. We will need to perform another MRI in a few days once the swelling starts to subside. Only then will we know what we are up against. If you'll excuse me, I need to get some opinions on these results. What does that mean for my career? How long will it take before I am back on the court? I am not to sugarcoat. This isn't great. The good news is I have seen players come back from the far worse than this. Wow. Then 6 years later, it's in San Antonio, Texas. So because I've just arrived. I had a little traffic on the way here. I should be inside a few minutes. I'm a man that likes to capitalize on every moment and make most of it. Let's make most of this moment. Of course, sir. I guess I want to go over what is on the agenda for today. Of course, it's your first day on the job. There will be a host of meet and greets. You can imagine the number of people in the organization that want to meet the legendary in person, right? Simple enough. If that were it, the hard part will be your introductory press conference with the media. We've scheduled a session at 2 p.m. to introduce you. The media around here they aren't ones for pleasantries. They are going to come at you hard. They are going to ask pointed questions. How you respond to those questions will lay the foundation for what you can accomplish here. Mr. Lucas, I can see Greg and Lennon about to head into the facility. Do you mind if I catch up with them real quick and introduce myself? Please call me Randy, and by all means, I'll see you in a few minutes. Greg, Kawhi, wait up. Now let me introduce myself. My name is Mr. Nieto, the new general manager of the team. Mr. Nieto, welcome. I was a huge fan of yours in the back. What, I'm sorry? Alright, in your playing days. I can't tell how excited I am with the team hired you. I feel like hiring a GM that has, been in the league, that has gone through what it likes for us, players. It will be great for the organization. You will have the respect for players. I can tell you that much. Thank you, Kawhi. To be honest, I am a big fan of yours as well. I'm looking forward to seeing what we can do together. Mr. Nieto, it's an honor. I've been asking Mr. Lucas if you've given him any indication on, and if you plan on bringing in your own staff, if you like what we have going here. Greg, we haven't discussed staffing at this point right now. We're just in a get to know each other phase. But let me tell you, I like you. I think you are a smart guy. I know you have respect with the players in the locker room. Coach is definitely a player's coach. He wants to win. I want to win. That's what I'm here for. That's what we are here. We are all here for, right? I'm looking forward to a big year. We have a great group of guys. I am as well. If you'll excuse me, I need to get in Mr. Lucas's office. We have a lot to go over today. Apparently, I have a big first day. Well, that's some good stuff right there. Look at that, Adam. Good deal. Randy, my apologize for being late. It's quite alright. Have a seat. How did Viv offer you of her world famous chai latte spice scones on the way, and they are out of this world. I must have missed. In fact, they have inspired me to build an app that lets you know in real time when you've added 2 months of an ingredient when preparing foods. It's next level stuff. We've got some nicks to work out, like how you keep your phone pointed at your batter while you are actually adding ingredients. But I think this is going to be a game changer in the food preparation business. We're calling it Baker Buddy. So check it out, Adam. Baker Buddy for ingredients for the latte or something like that. I think I also like that too. You know, latte, hot chocolate doesn't matter. So you say you saw Greg and Lennon on the way in? Yes, yes, good guys. I got a chance to introduce myself, but we didn't take long to talk, as I didn't want to keep you waiting long. You'll have plenty of time to get to know the team. I would like to officially in person welcome you as a new GM of the Spurs. While I know you don't have a lot of experience as a general manager, I've been watching you for a long time. First as a player, then as a assistant GM. I must say you are very impressive. Thank you, sir. I remember May 17, 2011. Well, sad day that was. You were playing in Dallas, had 30-some points midway through the third quarter. 36, sir. Right, as I was saying, you were dominating on both ends of the court. You showed strength and colors and intensity and grace that night. To later find out that it would be your last time on the court breaks my heart. I know how hard players work to not only just make it to the NBA, but to make it into the elite like you did. It took some time, but I've come to terms with my career. In truth, I was getting close to hanging it up anyhow. Now, I don't believe that for a second. What I do believe is that the work ethic, the drive, and the dedication that made you the player you were, or the exact personality and triads that are going to make you an amazing GM in this league. You don't lose, I don't lose. The fans here, they are hungry for success. The media, what?
I'm talking to a friend of mine. I had an argument with Connor again.
Oh, I'll get to that in a little bit.
That pissed me off.
I'll get to that in a little bit.
Just stay away from all of my friends on PSN. That's not gonna happen.
Right. Every Spurs fan wants to read one of their columns about how great the team is. When the wins stop coming, the media starts looking for cracks that they can employ for stories, for clicks, whatever it is they strive for. Expectations? As an athlete, it's a term I have to come to understand very clearly. Let's see, it's 1:50, and in about 10 minutes you'll need to perform your first act as GM, your introductory press conference. This won't be a not one, not two type of an event. The media here are tough, they are hard hitters, and they are going to ask you questions that are going to make you uncomfortable. Can you handle discomfort? I thrive in it, sir. Good. My advice, don't lie, be honest, be open. Feel free to tell them what is on your mind. But protect the organization at all times. If you go out there and blow rainbows out of your ears, they'll eat you alive. Thank you for the advice, man. You hired the right man. I'm ready to serve the NBA what I'm capable of doing. When it comes to questions like this, Adam, for the past NBA games, when it comes to NBA Live 15 and 16, I don't think they gave that opportunity for that. You know? But this is one of the goodest features that I've ever seen. My GM mode. Not prior to WWE and whatnot, but, you know. Like, I mean, live and one. That's good. Um, welcome. You touched on this a bit in your opening remarks, but I'm wondering if you could, tell us more about your vision for the team. What are your goals for this season and moving forward? I'm gonna go with total rebuild. Well, I know not everyone will it's see it this way, but I'm looking forward at this as a situation where we have to strip down the roster, pare it down to the core of number of guys, and build it back up from scratch, basically.
Here's an opinion. Should I download Final Fantasy
Final Fantasy what?
15?
15? Well, would it be the second time you've get it that you've played it?
It should be like the fifth time I've played it. Like the fifth time I've played it.
Um,
Because I did beat the game. I beat the game. Also, I beat the Gladiators.
well, I don't see why not, but I don't, it depends. It depends. Did you make the purchase did you already make the purchase this morning?
I didn't have it. I have it on disc.
Right. I would have to say maybe you can re-download it back in, get it back in the downloads, but it depends. I mean, I'm not going to get Final Fantasy 15 till another time of a date,
Yeah.
but we'll
The
see.
the
That can be a hard thing to hear from your fan, a player, and on him. Anyone who cares about the well-being of the team, really, but I'm convinced it's the right move. And we're going to go about this thing the right way. We have a very specific plan how we want to do it. First, we've got to do a great job with the draft. You can't swing and miss there if you're trying to build from the ground up. Then we've got to be smarter in free agency. Are we going to go after one of the primary guys? Are we going to add a few nice rotation pieces? That all depends, but we have to be smart and maintain our flexibility. I'm not going to make a move just to make a move. The biggest thing for me right now is we've got to make sure we get the right kind of guys for what we're trying to do. When you watch this team play, no matter what system we use or anything like that, I want you to be able to say that's Spurs basketball, which is still one of my favorite teams right now. One of the two, and that's the Cavaliers. And I won't have Steven talk about the Cavs, but they're still an awesome team. But I still prefer the Spurs for most likely, you know, in NBA history. Any thoughts on your head coach? Will you be looking? Will you be looking your own people, or are you happy with Coach Popovich and his staff? I have a ton of confidence in Greg Popovich. He's great with the players, he's great with the media, and he's one of the smartest basketball minds I've met. He's going to do a great job for us this year. There you go, Adam. This is what we have. As you guys can see, I believe this is Phil Manson, right? Right now we have... Oh, I got a trophy already. Man with the plan. That's good. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we have. Our first game won't be until... Okay, let's double check the review. Here are the first teams. We have the Boston Celtics taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then we have we have the NBA champs. And I think we may try our first game. It depends. Depends if we want to do that or not. Then we have the Houston Rockets taking on the defending champions, the Golden State Warriors. And look at this. But one thing I do have to say, Adam, I mean, according to this, it's great. But remember, Kyrie Irving is now with the Cavs, so apparently they're going to face each other. Kyrie Irving is now with Boston now. If you've read a little bit about this board, I mean, look at that. But Adam, When was the first time you've heard that? When was the first time? When was the first time we've heard that Kyrie Irving went to the Boston Celtics? Was it last week? 2 weeks back or what? Your take, Adam? And we also have a few new things as well, ladies and gentlemen. What we also have is Lance Fress heading back to the best sub ever, becoming the greatest athletes on the planet. Hashtag NBA kickoff. Let's not forget, ESPN has the greatest courage to that as we speak in the process. You know, that's also the important thing involving that. So let's go ahead and check what we have. Kawhi Leonard, LaMarcus Aldridge, he's a great player from the Trail Blazers. Paul Gasol's great. Rudy Gay is one of them. Tony Parker's good. Patrick Mills. I've had a ground up with this guy as we speak. Danny Green's good. I used to give him 3 pointers from NBA Live at one point. Manu Ginobili is a great player. He's only at the age of 40. Let me double check him. Yeah, he's great. Kyle Anderson's good. DeJounte Murray is okay. But we do have some new players on this roster right now. Let's double check the Pacers. They still have Victor Oladipo, Lance Stevenson, Al Jefferson's good. What about I'm gonna go with strange teams right now. The Nets. Remember, they do not have Kawhi Leonard. He retired this year, back in March. Harrison Barnes, Dirk Nowitzki. Dirk Nowitzki is one of the greatest all-time future Hall of Famers. Noel, Seth Curry, JJ Barrera. It's nice. Josh McRoberts is good. Orlando Magic, they have DJ Augustine, Nikola Vucevic, Evan Fournier, Aaron Gordon. The Lakers. Now, Adam, before we get to next player, Brook Lopez is in there. You do remember this guy? You remember this NBA player that also had the father in the ring doing Miss TV, right? Adam. I mean, you know this next NBA player that they had to do something to the Miz, the Intercontinental Champion, right? What was his name? It was Lonzo Ball, right? That one NBA player that was a guest on Miss TV. Yeah, Lonzo Ball. Remember him? At the age of 19. But yeah, Lonzo Ball is one of them. He actually did something to the Miz, the Intercontinental Champion, I believe. But you know, Chris mother that. Caldwell Pope is good. Brandon Ingram is good. Andrew Bogut's one of them. Thomas Bryant is one of them. New York Knicks. Porzingis is in there. Tim Hardaway's in there. Kyle Quinn's in there. Corey Lee's in there. Michael Beasley's in there. Hakeem Noah. Now with the Knicks. Former Chicago Bulls. They're still a good team. Doug McDermott's good. Ramen Sessions is good. Let me go ahead and look for Utah Jazz. Rudy Gobert, Ricky Rubio, Rodney Hood, Derek Favors is a good player, former rookie. Joe Johnson, Tabaku Staffilosa, Alec Burks, Raw Nitu. Let's go ahead and double check the Miami Heat. We also have Hassan Whiteside, who's a good player. Goran Dragic, Dion Waiters, James Johnson, Tyler Johnson, Justice Winslow, Wayne Ellington, Josh Richardson. But you know who's still in? But you know this one player that's still in, who's still playing for the Heat right now? That is Udonis Haslem. He's still in there. He's been playing in Miami as a Miami Heat player for over 15 years. But that's another thing, you know. I mean, he's still good where he's at. He is still good at where he's at and what he's playing with. The Atlanta Hawks have a good team too. We have Dennis Schroeder, Dwayne Dedmon, Hassan Ilyasova, Tyranian Prince, Ken Bazemore, Marco Bellinelli, Don Collins, Miles Plumlee, Quinn Cook. Now, how about the Memphis Grizzlies? Still a good team too. We have the brothers like Marc Gasol, Mike Conley, Tyreek Evans, Jamal Green, Sandwood Parsons, Ben McLemore, Andrew Harrison, James Ennis. Now the LA Clippers. Here they come. The Big Griffin. The Big Griffin. Blake Griffin. DeAndre Jordan. Darnell Gallinari. Lewis Williams. Austin Rivers. Patrick Beverley. And perhaps you don't see CP3. I'll get to him in just a little bit. The Celtics. Remember, they have Kyrie Irving, former Cleveland Cavalier, from 2011 to 2012 to 16 and 17, when he had that arguing remark with King LeBron James. Remember, he had that in proportion. So you have players like him here at the age of 25. Gordon Hayward's great. Al Horford's in there. Marcus Smart's still good. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. Yeah. Now the Cavs. You can't go wrong. King. Current three-time NBA champions. So I'd say the Cleveland Cavaliers. Miami Heat twice. Once or twice. LeBron James. Who will be in Space Jam 2, I believe, soon. But we have yet to get something from IGN in a good perspective. So we're hoping to get something great for that, at least. But it depends. All I know is King James will be probably in one of the lead starting roles of Space Jam 2. We can double check that soon. Isaiah Thomas, Kevin Love, Dwayne Wade, Jay Crowder, Tristan Thompson, Derrick Rose, J.R. Smith. Now I'm going to go on a limb and say this. Since Dwayne Wade is now with the Cavs, the question to mind is it possible that they can win another NBA championship? I mean, you look at Wade and James and Kevin Love. I think they have a 63% chance of getting another of LeBron getting his fourth NBA title with Wade and Love. But I'm pretty much am not going to have any prediction or anything to point out there right now as we speak. Chicago Bulls, they have Zach LaVine, Robin Lopez, Nikola Mirotic, Bobby Portis, Justin Holiday, Quincy Podexter, Denzel Valentine, Chris Dunn. Okay, the Bucks. Who do they have? They have Giannis Antetokounmpo, Chris Middleton, Jabari Parker. He's good. Greg Monroe's good. Tony Snell is a good player too. Matthew Dellavedova, John Henson, Marza Tolovic, TJ Wilson, Jason Terry, former Dallas Maverick, Gary Payne II, The Sixers have been up and down. Well, we do have Zoe Inbred, JJ Redick, Ben Simmons, Robert Covington,
P.
Amir Johnson, TJ McConnell, Justin, Nick Stokes, Zakil Okafor. Hold on. Oh, the stats too. Jared Bayless. Hold on, we're almost not done yet. Golden State Warriors, NBA champions. Kevin Durant, Stephen Curry, Clyde Thompson, Draymond Green, Saul Livingston, Andre Iguodala, Nick Young, David West, Omar Caspi. Those are awesome players for the team. Blazers, Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum, Evan Turner, Maurice Harkless, Noah Van Lim, Ed Davis, Anthony Merrill, Myers Leonard. Wow. Timberwolves is going to be our first team. They have Karl Anthony Towns, Jimmy Butler, former Chicago Bulls player. Andrew Wiggins is a good player. Jeff Teague. Jamal Crawford. Huh?
Did you send me an invite to a party?
Hold on, I'm gonna continue with the GM players in just a minute. I'm gonna make a new party here. And we can also bring in Sister Fate too, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to bring in IGN Lambs again.
Don't ignore me.
Let's hope not. Okay, Adam, you can jump in the party. I'm about... It's already public now.
Alright, making sure. Just send me an invite, I'll accept it when I get back because I'm outside taking my dog to out.
That's no big deal. Once you join in the party, I'll continue with the players here. Alright, what's to be good? Okay. Alright, sorry about the inconvenience. These are the players for that. The Thunder, as you guys can clearly see, Russell Westbrook is in there. Paul George, Carmelo Anthony. From Knicks player to Thunder. Steven Adams is in there. Andre Robertson, Patrick Peterson, Raymond Felton, Jerami Grant, Kyle Singler, he's okay. Suns. They have some good players like, say, Devin Booker, Eric Bledsoe, Josh Jackson, TJ Warren, Tyson Chandler's great. Hey, Alan Williams, Jared Dudley, Brandon Knight. Yeah. Now for the... But I am going to do one more team. Houston Rockets, they have James Harden. CP3's in there. Eric Gordon. Nene. Trevor Ariza. Ryan Anderson. PJ Tucker. And whatnot. Okay, guys. Hold on, I'm actually... Anything for the ticket? I'll stick with the ticket for now. It's... Remember, the past NBA games, I've had some... I didn't have any problems with that. You know, I did not. Okay, guys, we're actually going to do our first simulation here. And who we got? We got the Cavaliers over the Celtics, 96-88. Let's go ahead. Isaiah Thomas had 21 points, a rebound, 2 assists, 2... He also had 1 turnover. He had 7 free throws out of 8. King James had 21 points with 9 rebounds, 10 assists, a block. He also had 10 field goals out of 23. He missed all 3 of his 3-pointers, but he did manage to get 1 free throw. Dwayne Wade got himself 5 points. He had 4 rebounds with 3 assists and a steal with a turnover. He shot for 2 for 7, missing 2 3-pointers. Had the same thing as the King James had, with 1 free throw. Theon Smith had 4 points. He had a rebound to take. But he also had 2 out of the 2 free throws for that. Kevin Love had 11 points with 14 monster rebounds, with an assist with 2 steals and 3 turnovers. He also managed to get 3 field goal points out of the 8. He managed also to get two 3-pointers out of the 4. 3 out of the 3 free throws as well, making all 3 of that. Is there another good feature for that? Oh, wait a minute. At least they did bring in. They had 8 3-pointers out of 26, and welcome back at them. They also had 18 free throws out of the 21 for the team. So yeah, 22. Wait, no, 21. Oh, okay. 21, 24, 20, and 31. So they did get a victory. Now for the team comparisons, Celtics had 32 out of 68 with 47%. Cavs had 35 out of 79 for that 44%. But the Celtics had 42% on 3-pointers, 31% for the Cavs. Free throws had 87% for Boston and 86% for the Cleveland. As we speak, they both had 4 fast break points. Second sense points, Cavs had more than 12 than that. And they had 18. They had a good time possession too. But as for the Celtics, Kyrie Irving in his first game with Boston had 21 points with 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal. He managed to get 4 3-pointers out of the 7. Hold on. He managed to get 1 free throw from the business. Morris had 16 points with 4 assists, an assist, and a turnover. He got 4 out of 5 free throws, 5 out of the 8 for field goals. Al Horford had 10 points with 12 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 blocks with a turnover. He also got all of his 3 free throws in. Gordon Hayward had 7 points with 5 rebounds, 5 assists with 4 turnovers. 2 3-pointers with a half of a free throw. But yeah, that's the goodest comparison. You know, I mean, that's the good stuff. Warriors they beat the Rockets in the opening game, 83-78. As you can see, more recently, Golden State Warriors, the NBA champs, defeating the Houston Rockets in an epic battle, 83-78. Kevin Durant had a huge game, 26 points, with 7 rebounds, a block, assist, and a steal with a turnover. He shot from 12 from 21 from field goals as we speak in the first game of the season. 2 out of 5 3-pointers. Klay Thompson shot from 22 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists with a steal with 4 turnovers. He managed to get 4 3-pointers out of the 8. He's one of the 2 players that shot 2 free throws, the same as Stephen Curry. 18 points, 11 assists with 3 turnovers. 2 out of 6 3-pointers. Draymond Green had a good success with 12 rebounds with 6 assists, 2 steals, and 3 turnovers. But he easily didn't get any 3-pointers for the actions, for the goodest action, for that, you know, and you know they don't miss a whole lot. Hey, here's a look of our team comparisons. Rockets had 29 out of 70 for field goals of 41%. Warriors had the other half of the 50% with 35 out of 70, but that's not bad. 3-pointers, Rockets had 7, Warriors had 9. They're the champs as we speak. Free throws, Rockets had 13 out of 14, Warriors only had 4 of them. They both had 6 fast break points. They had 28 for the Warriors of points in the paint, 26 for the Rockets. But the Rockets had 14 more than 8 with second sense points. James Harden saw 22 points with 5 rebounds, 7 assists, a steal, and a turnover. He saw 3 from 4 from free throws, 3 out of 8 3-pointers, which that helped him a little bit. But only came close to 5. Only 5 positions. CP3 saw 17 points with 4 rebounds, 4 assists, with 5 turnovers. He managed to get 7 out of 7 free throws. He didn't get all of his 3-pointers, so remember, like I said, he's a former LA Clippers guy. I mean, he is one of the greatest players of all time. Eric Gordon, 14 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, and a block. He saw one 3-pointer out of the 3. 3 out of 3 free throws from that. So there you got it. I mean, the other ones are 2 rebounds. So for those of you who are just tuning in, we're going to play our first game a little bit later on. I'm going to get some for breakfast. I'm going to get some from Subway in just a little bit. And then we can start our first game possibly later on today. But I'm going to start streaming Final Fantasy 9 later. But yeah, our first few games we have the Timberwolves, Chicago Bulls, Raptors, and the Miami Heat. So you guys get the idea. Alright, alright guys, yeah, alright, see if that did anything. Hold on, I'm gonna see if this thing is going to do something. I don't know. For those of you that's tuning in, I have 30 massive subscribers. I need 20 more. I want 20 more by the final day of this year. That would be amazing. Alright guys. Maybe you can subscribe to me on my YouTube channel, NeoQueenBell93. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. We will play our first game in just a little while. But my next stream won't be until possibly after 10:30, maybe after 11 o'clock for Final Fantasy 9. So tune in for that. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Be good to one another, be kind to one another, and love one another. And I'll see you guys later.